Look, at this point, I've made peace with the simple fact that if someone messages me, it what it is, okay? Because I can't keep serving energy and then having it wasted by someone who texts me, okay? So it is what it is. People must let it go. I'm sorry, but you messaged me while I was trying to record an episode. What can I do? Anyway, hi, people of my podcast. A lot is happening. A lot has thwarted me or encouraged me to get to this place where I can record this episode. We're doing a little bit of a different format. If my sound sounds different, if the view sounds different, because I'm actually making a video format. Ha ha. Funny, right? Anyway, so let me explain why all of a sudden I'm posting this. Let's just start at the fact that the host website for my podcast is this lovely site called Iono FM. They host you for free, but they host you for free on condition. I love that I've never explained this, but I talk about it in almost every episode for the past year. Anyway, so how Iono FM works is the free account is free, whatever. You have a limit of an hour, whatever. It's not that deep, but you have to post every 2 months. But I'm sitting here thinking, okay, post every 2 months. If I upload and pre-plan all my episodes and they upload on a certain time, sorted, brother. I don't have to talk to them. Let's keep in mind, today is I don't know what today is. Is it the 6th? Yeah, it's the 6th of December. You know what I'm saying? I posted on Monday. I contributed to the podcast world on Monday. There is a piece of me on the internet on Monday. And now I'm being pressurized. They're like, you haven't posted in 2 months. We're going to take you down. Apparently, I'm being threatened that the thing's going to be taken down on the 18th. How dare they? How very dare they? Anyway, so I decided to do a little something different for this episode because I saw this on the internet and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually great. Why not just use this as a podcast episode, especially considering the time of the year and everybody is obviously talking about it. So why not? Okay, so let's just talk about what's going on in front of you. Oh, sorry, first, intro. Welcome to Potential Podcast with Tracy D. This is episode, can't remember. Friends, December. I don't know. I don't know. It's an episode. Let's call it the festive edition. I got nothing for you. Let's just call it the festive edition. I don't know what number it is because I didn't do the research before this. I'm just out here just trying to keep my podcast alive. I'm trying to get it into 2025 without Iono trying to strip it down. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to lie. This episode, it came from a place of Mangani. But then I realized I like this idea. So actually my views on this might change. Anyway, so as you can see, we're actually recording this on my phone. I tried to do this on my laptop. It would have been easier to control, but apparently Spotify Wrap doesn't appear on your, Spotify on the computer, which I also thought was stupid. I'm like, why wouldn't you let people experience these things on the computer? But I guess it's the thing. I don't know. I'm not asking questions. Anyway, so I have not looked at my Spotify Wrapped for the year. And I just want to say a couple things. I'm not going to question what's going on my Spotify Wrapped. Well, I might, because it might be crazy. But the interesting thing about this year, that I just want to say, I guess this is also a year in reflection thing. So I guess it worked out. Maybe God used Iono to bring me here. I don't know. Let's not ask too much questions. Anyway, so, this year started with me having not decided to change anything drastic in my life. Let's just give context. I was planning to go to, my plan to go to Korea. That didn't exist at the beginning of this year, which means that my taste in music and my moves were different. So I'm interested to see how, my taste in music evolved and changed and moved around during the course of this year, because I was so many different girls this year. So I laughed this rap. It just shows me that I was exactly the same girl. I listened to the same type of music. It really wasn't that deep. I'm curious. Also, I'm not gonna lie. I do have a tendency sometimes. Guys, Spotify Wrapped gets into your brain and you start asking questions about yourself. And I realized that I have a tendency of a little bit messing with my algorithm just to keep her on her toes. It's taken me so long to train my Spotify algorithm, guys. It's taken me so long. It's taken me, I'm not joking, 3 years to train this algorithm to understand what type of music I like, because I am so varied and I like different things depending on my mood, depending on my vibe. And sometimes I need something slow, sometimes I need something upbeat, and those girls are the same girl, but they're not the same girl at the same time. You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's get into it. This is my Spotify Wrapped. We're seeing this together for the first time, so don't be shook if I'm shook. But yeah, okay, let's click it. All right. Okay, first things first, I want to talk about the fact that, yes. So the song you guys just heard is Baekhyun's Garden in the Air. When I say I love that song in a stupid way, like in a dumb way, like I love that song from a part of me that is like, it, like, have you ever listened to a song and been like, yes, to everything that's going on here, don't ask me questions, just yes. So the first page is exactly that, because that's how they started this thing. Also, it shocked me. I wasn't ready. I don't know how they did this thing, guys. We're experiencing this together. So, yeah, so the song you just heard is Garden in the Air by Baekhyun. So good. That song is so good. Like, that nigga. Look. Guys, Baekhyun, we're thinking, like, I love EXO. I do. I love EXO in ways that make boundless and stupid sense. But EXO gifted me Baekhyun and his music. Like, I've always said this, and for the K-pop stans, you'll understand this better than anyone else who's listening to this, because it's gonna sound crazy, but just bear with me. Because of how biases work and all of that stuff, this is K-pop stan talk. So if you don't get it, it's fine. We'll get to the stuff that you get now. So just either come with us or just pause for a second while I talk to the K-pop stans. You need to understand that my initial bias wasn't actually Kai. I say this to people because they get it and it's easy to explain. But it actually wasn't Kai. It was actually Schumann, weirdly enough. And after Schumann, I was like, hot dang, who are these people? So then I just kept going, and then the music caught me, and then as I kept watching, then Kai caught my attention, but then Kai caught my attention for the wrong reasons, because also I was watching fan cams, and then like the fan cams led me to the fact where I'm like, ooh, he's spicy, why he like that? You know what I mean? But where I decided to base myself is Chanyeol. And that was actually just practical. I'm an adult and I decided to be a K-pop stan as an adult, which was my first mistake. Anyway, so Chanyeol is where I landed simply just because of he's tall, he's deep voiced, he can play acoustic guitar. That's all I need, ma'am. Also, he funny. Well, obviously based on the content I've consumed. I don't know this man. But anyway, so that's how my bias became what's the story, what's the vibe. But understand, each and every member in EXO can bias rate me on different platforms, or like on different things, like, you know what I'm saying, on different expertise. And Baekhyun, guys, basically, if EXO was wiped from the earth, and God forbid, please let it never happen, if EXO was wiped from the earth, I would mourn Baekhyun's music the most. Like, this man, I don't know what deal he signed. Like, and I'm talking business things here. I don't know what deal he signed, but they hooked this nigga up, like, with a musical discography, if that's what you want to call it. His discography is insane. His music is so good. Like, this man just, like, I'm like, damn. I haven't listened to a Baekhyun album I hate. Like, I have ones I dislike. I don't even dislike. I think I like less. But even then, like, one would think, actually, because, I mean, let's say, like, at the bottom of my list would be Bambi. But not even. I just don't like the song Bambi. But the Cry for Love. Nigga. Anyway, so, I just wanted to mention what that song was and how we got here. And I've played that song a lot. I love that song. I play that song all the time. It makes me happy. It has piano. It's jazzy. It's cute. Hey, I said we're rolling with this thing, guys. So if you see my messages, just ignore it. There's nothing we can do. Just ignore it. But yeah. Anyway, so cool. I want to go to the beginning. Why do we feel we have like a weird sense of achievement when they give you a percentage of the listeners worldwide? Like, I'm like, also, I was actually higher last year. I just wanted noted. I wasn't at 19%. I think I listened to less music this year than I did last year. But yeah, also, the song that is currently playing is another song by Big Yun. Oh, no, I already know the song. It's Take You Home by Big Yun, because apparently this was his year. I didn't know. I'm also shook. I didn't know it was that deep with him, but apparently he gives me calm. Anyway, so 19,000 minutes this year. Okay, like that doesn't make sense. It makes sense because it's a number, whatever. It doesn't shock me. Okay, let's keep going. What the hell? On the 6th of January, I listened to 434 minutes. Damn. I'm not even going to do the math on that. Should I do the math on that? Let's do the math on that. I'm so curious. But what did I do on the 6th of January? And then I forget my password for my computer because I can't use the calculator here because then you people are going to see my business. Okay, let's get a calculator open and see what that actually means. Okay, so it's 434 minutes. 434 divided by 60. Damn! I listened for 7 hours. Oh, but I guess 7 hours altogether. What was I doing? Anyway, okay, go away. Yeah, so the messages that are coming in are just people talking, and it is what it is, guys. So please just ignore it or look at it. I don't care. I'm not exposing anybody. But yeah, okay. So on the 6th of January this year, I listened to 7 hours. Actually, it's 7.2. But okay. Interesting. Wait, I want to see the slide again. You're going on the journey with me. Let's do this. Okay. Now, this I know. I'm not confused by what's going on here. So the first 2 songs, as I said, the first one was Garden in the Air. Second song was Take You Home by Big Yun. Garden in the Air and Take You Home are actually old songs. They're not new. Now, as I've told most of my friends who are K-pop stans, whatever it is, who understand not what I'm going through. Wow, I'm making it sound so hectic. Anyway, I've told most of my friends that I'm a mono stan because I became a K-pop stan as an adult. And that means you don't have time, and energy to maintain all of the level of obsession that this type of thing requires, right? So what you end up doing is, what I ended up doing. Wow, guys, my foot is so swollen. Am I going through something? Anyway, sorry. That's going to be in the podcast. Anyway, so yes. And then I did a bit of a foray. I heard this song and I was like, what? Also, I do want to note that generally Jaehyun's music is very sample heavy. And that's the reason I probably love it as much. With EXO, it's more just like a loyalty and I love the group. I love the concept. I love who they are. But in the case of Jaehyun's music, he speaks to a part of me that is very strong because I love R&B. I'm here for it. Not this new R&B. I'm sorry. I can't relate to it, young people. But like, I love R&B from like the late 90s going into the 2000s. So like, this song speaks to that. You'll hear that, obviously. So I'm going to start the slide again because there was something else they said. What else did they say? Okay, I genuinely listen to the song that much. I'm not gonna lie. I actually called this my coping song when I did start the little process that I decided to go on as a mission. Guys, on my feet, why is my foot so swollen, bro? Am I going through something? Like, what's up, bro? You good? Anyway, I don't know. I might be dying. It is what it is. Anyway, I can't feel it, but she looking swollen to me. Anyway, yes, so this was my get through song. Every time something was going leftwise this year, I was just like, I love the song. Let's listen to it. As you can hear, I just wanted noted that the sample is very much like, it's giving, what's the song then? It's a JoJo song, actually. Because I've thought about this, because I've listened to the song this many times. The sample is, I think, I don't know if JoJo is obviously the original, but I know the song I recognize it from is from JoJo. I just can't remember which one it is. I think it might be Get Out. Get out right now. Me. It's too late and I can't wait for you to be gone. Yes, anyway, so I think it's from Get Out. Get Out by JoJo, the American singer. So this is why I love this song. And apparently I listen to it a lot. Anyway, let's keep going. Be my race. 끝날 수 없게 돼. 지금 돌아서면 다시 돌아갈 수 없다고 해. 다시 한번 내게 말해줘. Okay. So let's talk about my top songs. Okay. Jaehoon, obviously Forever Only, that makes complete sense. Love Again by Baekhyun, duh, because that's another one of my top hits. Love that song. Let Me In is from that Exist album that I was supposed to review. I think I've figured out how I'm going to do that. So, yeah, don't be, guys, I'm going to actually get into it because I genuinely love this album. This album was dropped, I think it was dropped like last year, bro. And I still listen to it with favor. And the only reason I don't listen to it is simply because of the fact that I don't want to get sick of the songs. But yeah, Let Me In, Hear Me Out, Cinderella on this album. Bangers. And then the thing about Hype Boy, man, let's talk about Hype Boy. And that actually surprises me because I don't know when Hype Boy dropped. When did Hype Boy drop? Because I think maybe I liked it early. When did Hype Boy drop? Hype Boy. We're gonna Google this while I'm doing this because why the hell not? When did the song drop? Because it's interesting that it's in my top 5. That's the thing about rap, guys. Is like, you'll think you know exactly what's going on and then you don't. Like, you're like, what? How did we get here? Anyway, but yes. So the thing is, I do like Hype Boy because, like, that song was a banger. It was viral. It was a thing. Like, I like a bit of a banger. You know what I'm saying? I just want to hear when the song was dropped. When was Hype Boy dropped, bro? It was released in 2023. You see, guys, me, if I like a song, don't get it twisted. I don't even know when Forever Only was dropped. I don't even think it was dropped this year. Let's see. Forever Only. Amen. Ugh, it's gonna try and give me lyrics, and I don't want lyrics. Oh, it was dropped in 2022. None of these songs were dropped this year, which just goes to show that my taste is based on what I'm feeling that year. Anyway, so yeah, excited. Anyway, let's keep going. 이번 가득 번진 sweetness feels good to be the best. Okay, this makes complete sense. I also want to talk about those stats. And the fact that I was in like, but even that percentage is actually very high. Yeah, I like a bit of a podcast. We know this about me. Duh, you're listening to my podcast. Yeah, so let's see. What Now by Trevor Noah. Duh. Newcomers. Okay, now look, I want you guys to understand something. If you never listen to any of my suggestions ever, I want you to do something for yourself. Go to Newcomers. What Newcomers is, literally, is a podcast with Lauren Lapkus and Nicole Byer. And what they do is they watch like movie franchises or movies that people are like, you have to have watched that. What do you mean you never watched that before? Whatever. And they like go and watch it and then they comment on it. It is so good. Like they did a series on Tyler Perry, like they call it the Tyler Perry, no, they call it the Medea Cinematic Universe. So they literally call it the MCU. Guys, Tyler Perry films and movies, and they just went in. Guys, so good. Oh my gosh, so good. And then they watched, I think, all of the Marvel movies. They watched all the Mafia movies. I think the cover you're currently looking at on this guy is the series that they're currently in. So they're doing sports movies, so like iconic sports movies. I'm not really listening to that one, but just do yourself a favor, because I think they started with like Star Trek. Yeah, they started with Star Trek, and then they did Lord of the Rings, and then they did and then whatever, and then they did Fast and Furious. Oh my gosh, I had a great time. So yes, please listen to it. What Now by Trevor Noah. Duh, it speaks for itself. He talks to famous people, so I don't have to convince you to listen to that. But Newcomers, now that there is the plug. Anyway, let's keep going.
Close your eyes.
Makes sense. Okay, so my nail tech just messaged me, guys, because she did a fire set of nails. Like if you ever need a hookup, holla at me. Anyway, so January was smooth throwback R&B phase. So yeah, I was into Joe, Chris Brown. Now that makes complete sense because I bought tickets to Joe. And I went to go see him, I think, in April. So that makes sense. So January makes complete sense. Next.
And we can go high, on the planet if you want, take it to the sky. You know I hype you, boy, to come on.
I want to talk about March was your Hallyu catwalk K-pop season. I'm here for it. Yes, you were all about EXO, New Jeans, and XOK. XOK is literally EXO, but the Korean version of the group. And I think there was probably certain songs I wanted to hear in the Korean version because, okay, if I ever have time, I'll explain the whole EXO story. But anyway, we're here. Let's keep going. Also, this is the song you're currently listening to is Hype Boy. So you hear it's a vibe. Don't ask me questions. You hear it's a vibe. Anyway, cool. Come on, March. Okay, I want to talk about chill ballroom Korean R&B moments. What? What does that even mean? Also, the song you're currently listening to is Candy by... What that nigga's name? Oh my gosh, what is his name? It's gone. Oh my gosh, what is his name? J Park, that's it. Yo, imagine, poor J Park. I'm not sure calling him out. Guys, I had a bit of a thing about Candy by J Park. Yo, it's a bit of a bop. Anyway, so I don't know what chill ballroom Korean R&B is, but we're here. So let's keep going.
our flavor. 없는 어둠 아래 우나나나 널 이대로 보내기는 싫어 Cinderella.
Come on. Obvious. We don't need to address this. Obviously, EXO is my top artist of the year. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be? It's my favorite K-pop group. Why wouldn't it be? Let's not ask stupid questions. You ask stupid questions. So, yes, also the song that is currently playing is Cinderella. You saw it earlier. Is it not a banger? Thank you. Okay, so I do want to talk about those. This makes me proud. You're a top 1% fan and you spend 1 through 3 minutes. Exactly. People need to understand top 1% on Spotify is I'm there, top 1%. This is the only percentage probably in these slides that is important to me. So let's not talk about it. This is important. This is an achievement. Generally with EXO, I stay within the top 1, 2, maybe 3% every year since I've been a fan. I keep it consistent. When I care about something, I care. I'm committed. Thank you. Okay, let us proceed.
Cinderella.
Okay, my top artists. Yeah, this makes complete sense. Okay, so EXO, Baekhyun, as I said, like, Baekhyun is my musical bias. Like, I mean, he cute. You know what I mean? Like, he cute as, like, a person and, like, as a man. But, like, musically, I've always, like, and this sounds crazy, but a K-pop fan would get this. I've always said, if Baekhyun ever wanted, like, the only way Baekhyun would steal me is through his discography. You know what I mean? And obviously in this space, it's speaking about the weird parasocial relationship K-pop fans have with the K-pop groups. But like, I've always said that I'm like if Baekhyun was to propose to me based on discography alone, he'd win by a long shot. By a long shot. And everybody in the group has that about them. Because let us speak of the person at my number 5, D.O. It's on vocals. When D.O. was in the military, I genuinely missed his voice. I have you ever listened to a song and missed a voice? No, but I missed his voice. And I was like, no, Baekhyun has a voice I miss, but he has a discography. Like, whoever produces that nigga knows him and understands him. While D.O., it's an actual vocal. Like, his voice is what I love. So like if D.O. was to be like Kowutswa based off of, oh sorry, for those who don't speak Sotho, I'm stealing you based off of my voice, I'd be like, cool, I'm in. Let's go. Let's run away together. Anyway, and then the 3 and 4s are literally just because of the fact that I did a lot of reading and a lot of Bible study this year. And during those times, I listened to Lo-Fi Sunday as well as Spencer Below because Spencer Below's songs kind of bang. I ain't even gonna lie. His songs kind of bang. And they're really great background music for like when you're doing Bible study because it is Christian music. So that's what's going on there. Interesting. But mostly K-pop. Love it for me. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, guys, so that was my Spotify Wrapped. Good times. Also with a drop of random messages in betwixt and stuff, but we're here now. that was fun, actually. I wouldn't mind doing this again. That was enjoyable. And now you're looking at my homepage, which just goes to show the various things that are happening in my life. The one thing I don't like about Spotify is when you listen to someone's song, it puts them in your top. And I'm like, I listened to one BI song. I realized I don't want, not that I don't like it, but I'm cool. I'm fine. I listened to one GOT7, GOT7. I don't know how to say their name. I'm not a general K-pop stan. I know things about EXO. I don't know things about other people. Anyway, the GOT7 people, there was a song. I listened to it. I was like, I'm good. Type vibe. So now they're in my tops, taking up space from other stuff that I could be listening to. It's very annoying. It's very annoying. So yes, just that's what you're looking at here. And then daily mix, because like I said, I've trained my algorithm now. She knows how to make me daily mixes because she's smart. She focused. She right. Anyway, so yes, whoever is watching this, listening to this, and whatever it is, happy December, happy festive, happy all the things people are supposed to say. This year has been a ride. I also owe you guys a update on the Dear Future Me letters that I wrote. It's the interesting and weird thing is the fact that I'm so far removed from the girl who wrote those letters that I'm just like, huh? So, yeah, we're here now. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna try and do an episode about those when I'm chilling in December and I have nothing to do because, yeah, I don't do much during the festive season. I keeps it low key, baby. Actually, I don't because I just realized I have plans all the way until like the 23rd or something like that. But I tell myself it's low key. Yeah. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This has been a potential. Look at that, guys. My phone is trying to put me to bed. Anyway, this has been a potential podcast with Tracy Lee. I pray this podcast and I live up to our potential. Okay, I love you. Bye.